What is this account to support facility?
So basically, it's a facility to provide better access to credit for the EPF members. The support facility basically would allow if EPF members who want to access personal financing from the banks, then because of the support from these accounts, and perhaps you will stand a better chance to get approved because there is an underlying assets that will back the loans applications. So in that sense, it will it's a way of opening up better access to credit, especially those who are having some financial difficulties lah. But remember, this is in a way, it's a kind of a typical personal financing whereby EPF members who need to service their loans and they have to honor the obligation as per a typical financing which is available in the banking sector.
Can you talk us through the application process of this EPF loan backing scheme?
Well, from the announcement, it seems that it will be through online. But in a nutshell, the application process will be like a typical loans applications, which means that the bank will assess the potential borrowers, or in this case, it's the EPF members. So they will look at their repayment history, they will look at the level of indebtedness, looking at their debt service ratio in particular, and they will look at is there any court cases via CTOS. So all these parameters is pretty much the same, but the loan application will be assessed by the bank. So in that sense, based on the announcement made by EPF, it seems that the bank will assess just like a typical borrowers using their own credit scores and everything. So the borrowers has to make sure that they are in good standing in terms of their repayment history and whatnot lah. Just now, you have that sort of flexibility to use your EPF funds to get personal financing from the banks.
So do I need to pay monthly installments or not?
Definitely. Like I said in my earlier statements, it's like a normal financing contract between borrowers and the financial institutions. So because they've indicated that the loan tenure can go up to 10 years. So let's say, for instance, or before that, I think while the EPF members will want to apply for that facility, they also need to put in their request for advance notice for withdrawal at the age of 50 or 55 now. So with that advance notice, let's say that particular borrowers at the age of, say, 45 years old, so we go like 10 years tenure in terms of the financing contract. Prior to 50 years old age, that particular borrowers has to pay the financing contract as per normal. They have to pay monthly lah. But once it reach at the age of 50, with that advance notice, the EPF will pay off everything lah. It's like an early settlement. So in that sense, you are not effectively going for a 10-year period kind of a loan financing contract lah. But because the advance notice, it gives you that opportunity to settle off your debts much earlier. But yeah, you have to pay the loan monthly installment as per normal.
So doctor, what if the EPF members cannot pay the monthly installments in a timely manner?
Well, I think if that is the case, then the usual recovery methods will apply. Which means that the bank will call and perhaps there will be issuance of reminder letters. So therefore, I think that's the most important part, to think before someone actually thinking to apply for that particular facility, because they need to really assess whether they are able to service the debts. Otherwise, it will be cumbersome for them, because if they are not able to make a prompt payment, then all this thing will happen. Because these are the common practice as a form of recovery for that particular financing.
Who are the participating banks?
At the moment, there are two banks, MBSP and also Bank Simpanan Nasional. But I presume going forward, there will be more openings for other banks to participate, perhaps to create more competitions in this particular segment.
Why is the financing amount capped at 50,000 ringgit?
But I think the whole purpose is to minimize the risk of EPF members' money is not being used up prior to their retirement age. If you allow the withdrawals, this particular schemes to go beyond than 50k, the risk is that there will be lots of our EPF members may not be able to reach what we term it as basic savings, which is about 240,000. It's still a tall order, but I think with that cap, then risk of that happening could be minimized.
The interest rate for this financing scheme is set between 4 to 5%. So is this a monthly interest or yearly?
No, it's a per annum basis. Usually when we look at any financing products, they will quote on a per annum basis. It's 4%. Even credit card, they will mention to you 18% per annum. So that's pretty much a standard practice lah. Whenever we quote the rates to our clients, and usually it will be on per annum basis. So it's a per annum basis.
What if when I reach the required withdrawal age limit and there are insufficient funds left in my account to repay the loan?
Well, I think the EPF will actually look at the applications whether that particular EPF members will have sufficient funds or otherwise. So the screening will be done at EPF level. So by then you know whether that particular members is eligible for this particular withdrawal scheme.
Is this a one-off thingy?
Yeah, it's a one-off facility, which means that particular EPF members are not allowed to do refinancing. Because if you allow that to happen, then you can expect that they will continue to remain indebted for quite a long time. And we are talking about age they are leading towards the retirement age. So we want to keep it at the borderline, so to speak, so that people will not remain indebted nearing to their retirement age. So it's a one-off facility.